we are so excited today to be doing the U of I together. And I am going to share my screen quickly. I'm going to show you a little bit about what we have done. We did Making Family Finance Fun. And today we're going to be doing Building Healthy Snacks using MyPlate. And stay tuned because next week in our Family Fun series, we're going to be doing How Do Bees Make Honey. And so thank you for tuning in to this session. So before we get started, I am going to share a video about family consumer sciences to kick off our program, and then I will pass the torch over to Jackie Amende. Here we go.
University of Idaho Extension is keeping Idaho's citizens and communities healthy by helping people of all ages improve their health and build important life skills. From nutrition education, diabetes management, and food safety to family finance education, UI Extension is helping build healthy and thriving Idahoans.
Excellent. Well, once again, thank you all for joining us. And Jackie, go ahead and take it away.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. This is our second class of the series. And everyone sees my screen okay? Sees the PowerPoint? Thumbs up? Hopefully. Okay, perfect. If you have your camera and you're able to put it on, we'd love to see you. If you don't have it, that's totally fine as well, but we will be making some snacks today in our series. But what we're going to be discussing is building healthy snacks using MyPlate. So let's just let you know a little bit about me. So I am a registered dietitian and licensed here in the state of Idaho. And I primarily do a lot of adult programs, health and nutrition adult programs. So I do the diabetes prevention program, Dining with Diabetes. We do a community wellness volunteer program, which is for both youth and adults. If you're interested in wellness and health and the community, this is a great program for you. So we offer this once a year, and I'll describe that here at the end of the program. But it's a once a year one for both youth and adults. I do a plant-based nutrition and cooking series, nutrition for healthy aging, and it seems like a lot of us are in Caldwell. So I also facilitate the Caldwell Health Coalition, which is also a youth and adult coalition. So if you are interested in the health of Caldwell, join us for the Caldwell Health Coalition. You can find all of that information here at this website, which you all should have access to a link page handout. It was found in the folder located at the UNI Together website. So if you don't have access to that right now, we'll be sending that in the follow-up email as well. But this website right here has all the information on these programs that I also teach. So that's just a little bit about me. I'm located here in Canyon County, and I love nutrition, I love health, and I love food. So we will be making some today. So in that folder as well that you all had access to, it also had a supply list. If you have your ruler and your dinner plates, make sure to have those out. And we're also making some snacks today. So on that supply list had some oat cereal, pretzels, dried fruits of your choice, some nuts or seeds of your choice, as well as some orange juice and some seltzer water. So we're going to be making some snacks and talking about building healthy snacks using MyPlate. Okay, if there's any questions that you have, go ahead and put them in the chat. We'll make sure that we answer them. We want this to be as engaging as possible. So if you have questions, let us know. Okay, let's go ahead and move forward. Who's familiar with MyPlate? Has anyone heard of MyPlate before? Okay, so this is the new My Food Pyramid. So if we have some older people on the call today, we are probably familiar with the My Food Pyramid. The MyPlate actually replaced the pyramid in 2011, so 10 years ago, actually in June of 10 years ago. So pretty much exactly a solid decade is how long we've had MyPlate. So MyPlate is a little bit different than the My Food Pyramid. It uses 5 food groups. So you can see here that it has these 5 food groups. It doesn't have an oils like the food pyramid does, and it's located on a plate. Why do you think it would be located on a plate? Any ideas? Well, probably because we all eat on plates typically, at least for a couple meals a day, right? We eat on a plate. So the MyPlate is really great when it comes to looking at a variety of fruits and vegetables, or a variety of food, fruits, vegetables, grains, protein, and dairy, but also when we're looking at portion sizes. So how much we might or we should be eating of each food group. And that's because it's based on a plate. And if you have your dinner plate and you have your ruler, MyPlate is actually based on a 9-inch plate. So if we're looking at portion sizes, a 9-inch plate will really help us in determining what an adequate portion size is. So go ahead and take those dinner plates out if you have it, and take your ruler and measure across. A lot of our dinner plates are going to be bigger than 9 inches. So for example, this dinner plate that I have, which you can probably see me a little bit outside, and I can stop share here so you can better see me. But this plate here is just a little, almost 10 inches across. So if we're going to base this MyPlate off of portion sizes, then we know we're probably going to want to use that inner ring, right? So MyPlate is based off of 5 food groups. On half of our plates is fruits and vegetables. Okay, so on a 9-inch plate, half of our plates is fruits and vegetables. Half of our plate is grains and protein. So a quarter of our plate protein, a quarter of our plate grains, and then a serving or a portion of dairy off to the side. So you all should be able to open up a handout that I've shared with you. That's a nice little poster to have just hanging around the house. Can you guys see this okay? Thumbs up? Okay. So this is MyPlate, My Wins, Make It Yours. It shows exactly what we just shared with you when it comes to MyPlate. And it walks through all the different food groups. So before I do that, does anyone have a chance to measure their plate? How many inches was your plate? Go ahead and put it in the chat or shout it out if you measured it. 9, 10, 12, maybe smaller. Maybe you're using one of those little snack plates. 10. Yeah, a lot of ours are going to be roughly around 10. Perfect. Yes. So that's very common for our dinner plates to be a lot bigger than, well, not a lot bigger, but some can be many inches bigger than that 9-inch plate. So that's important when we're looking at portion sizes. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into these different food groups. We have fruits here. You can see here on the second page of this poster, it talks about how many servings of fruits we should be getting each day. So we should be getting 2 cups of fruits each day, okay? Fruits, we are hoping that we're gonna be eating the rainbow, so not Skittles, everyone. Natural colors of fruits and vegetables, and that is focusing on a variety. So yellow, purple, blue, red. Shout out some different colors, put them in the chat box of your favorite fruits and vegetables, but we're really focusing on a variety, eating the rainbow when it comes to fruits and vegetables. We can buy fruits that are dried, frozen, canned, or fresh. All of these count towards our fruit servings, our 2 cups. So 1 cup counts as 1 large banana, 1 cup mandarin oranges, half cup of raisins, 1 cup of 100% grapefruit juice. And that's 100% juice. So not any juices that aren't coming 100% from that fruit. And you can find that on the label, and I'll show you that here in a little bit when we get to that snack. Okay, vegetables, once again, eating a variety of colors of vegetables. We can get vegetables that are fresh, frozen, canned. Okay, we want to look for reduced sodium or no salt added if we're going to get a canned product of vegetables. And for vegetables, we want 2.5 cups. 2.5 cups of vegetables each day. And you can see what 1 cup counts as there. 2 cups raw spinach, 1 large bell pepper, 1 cup baby carrots, 1 cup green peas, 1 cup mushrooms. All right. And then a quarter of our plate, we got grains. Grains are, we're really wanting to focus on whole grains, grains that are going to give us fiber. Is anyone familiar with fiber in this class? Because you know I can dive into fiber. Yes, fiber is what we're going to find in our whole grains and in our fruits and our vegetables. And it's very, very healthy for us. It keeps us feeling fuller longer. It helps us with our digestion and with our gut health. It helps with so many different things. So it's very important that we're getting as much fiber as possible to keep us as healthy as we can be. For those grains, if you're not sure if something's a whole grain, make sure you check that ingredient list for the words whole or whole grain on that nutrition facts label. So if you have a piece, if you have some bread or something laying around the house that you can just go grab, wasn't on the supply list, but you can definitely go see, does it say whole? Does it say whole grain? If it does, then you know it's a whole grain. If it doesn't say that, then it's definitely not a whole grain. And we want to make sure that we're making at least half of the grains that we're eating whole grains. Okay. Our goal is to get 6 ounces of grains each day, and 1 ounce counts as 1 slice of bread, half a cup cooked oatmeal, 1 small tortilla, hopefully whole wheat or a corn tortilla. That's going to be a whole grain. Half cup cooked brown rice or half cup cooked grits. All right, dairy. What does dairy help with? Any idea? Bones, teeth, right? Helps with bones and teeth, keeping our bones strong. So for dairy, we want to get 3 cups of dairy each day. So if we're looking at that MyPlate, right? MyPlate, we have dairy off to the side. Typically, a lot of our dairy is going to come in the form of milk, right? Milk. So if we're getting milk, it'll be 3 cups of milk, or still 1 cup of yogurt is also dairy. And then we also count cheese. All right. And then finally, we got protein. Protein helps with muscles, keeping us strong. So for protein, we really want to focus on getting a variety. We have chicken, we have turkey, we have beans as a good protein source. Nuts and seeds are also going to give us some protein. And then our goal is 5.5 ounces each day following that plate method. So you can see here this plate method. 1/4 of our plate, roughly the size of the palm of our hand. Okay, any questions on MyPlate? I am going to go back to that PowerPoint so you guys can see it. So the next thing is, now we're going to, since we have a basic understanding of MyPlate, we're going to go ahead and tie that into snacks. So MyPlate focuses on meals, right? 3 meals a day. It's eating off of a plate. But when it comes to our snacks, we're not often going and grabbing 5 different food groups and making a plate worth of food, right? Our snacks are sometimes between our meals, typically. So how can we build healthy snacks using MyPlate, having it be that MyPlate edition? And here's what we like to say for that. So when it comes to building healthy snacks using MyPlate, we should have at least 2 to 3 food groups, really focusing on protein being one of them, and something that's going to have fiber. So what has fiber? Plants, fruits, and vegetables. Well, grains, fruits, and vegetables, right? Grains, fruits, and vegetables. So, and then protein is anything that's going to be in that protein group. So nuts, seeds, beans, peanut butter, chicken, turkey, all those things. So when it comes to building healthy snacks, having at least 2 to 3 food groups can really help, especially if we're focusing on protein and fiber being within those food groups. The reason why is because protein and fiber helps with feeling full, feeling satisfied, feeling of satiety. So if a whole point of a snack is to get nutrition as well as to help us keep going until our next meal. We don't ever want to get to the point where we're feeling hangry. We've all probably felt hangry before. So having a protein-rich and fiber-rich snack can help when it comes to preventing that feeling of hangry and moving to our next meal. The next thing that we can do is prepare in advance. Prep what you can. So first of all, we want to prepare what snacks we even want, plan out those snacks. And then we want to go ahead and build a grocery list. And then we want to go ahead and get those groceries. And then we want to prepare those snacks. Oftentimes, the best way when it comes to a snack is if it's grab and go, right? No one wants to stop and make a snack. We want something that's going to be quick and easy. And we're going to actually walk through 2 different snacks today that are quick and easy. Focus on moderation and portion sizes. Use that MyPlate as a guide. When you are getting something that's a grain, is it going to fit within our quarter of our plate? If it is, then it's going to be an appropriate portion size for our snack. Okay? Consider convenience. We've talked about that. And stick to a snack plan. Try to have a regular time of day where we're having our snack. Okay? Try not to go too far out of that snack time. Does everyone have a snack time typically? Do we know when we're going to get hungry? Sometimes, yes. It's important that we have a snack time and that we stick to that snack time each day. So that handout that I provided, there's another handout for MyPlate snack tips for parents. And it talks a lot about what we just talked about now, but they do give some other great tips when it comes to snacking for both parents that can help you as a parent and your kids, you as a youth. So really good handout when it comes to building healthy snacks. All right, are we ready to have a snack? Okay, let's do it. All right, so we are going to build a snack mix today and an orange spritzer. So does everyone have their materials with them to get this done? Okay, I'm going to stop sharing. You guys should be able to see me better now. Okay, let's go ahead and start with that spritzer. So one of the things we talked about was having fruit. Okay, having fruit. Fruit juice when it's 100%. So you guys see here how it says 100% orange juice? Yes? Okay. When it's 100% orange juice, this is what we want to go with. We want juice that's 100% from oranges. We don't want any added sugar. We want it to come all from oranges or from the fruit that we're targeting. So go ahead and get that orange juice out. We're going to need orange juice and we're going to need seltzer water or club soda. Okay. So we are going to build an orange seltzer. So grab those ingredients. We're going to need a liquid measuring cup as well, unless you're just going to eyeball it. So we're going to go ahead and do, and this is a huge measuring cup. But go ahead and measure out half a cup of orange juice. Okay. 100% orange juice. Pour it in that cup, and then easy peasy. All we're going to do is do a little bit or the same proportion of club soda. So hopefully this doesn't explode on me. That would make for a very entertaining class. Okay, perfect. All right, go ahead and do half a cup of club soda or seltzer water. And we're gonna mix them. So what this does is actually cut back a little bit on the amount. Instead of having just a full cup of orange juice, this cuts back a little bit on the amount of sugar that we're getting from the orange juice, but also allows us to get the nutrients that we can get from juice, but dilutes it a little bit. And the great thing about club soda or seltzer water is that it adds some fizziness. So it makes it seem like it's kind of like a soda. It's an orange seltzer soda, and it allows for some carbonation. It's really tasty. Something great I really like to do with this too is add in some frozen berries. It gives even a better flavor if you like that. You can use any type of juice. So if you like apple juice, go with 100% apple juice. If you like cranberry juice, go with 100% cranberry juice and mix with that seltzer water. I also like to add in some herbs. So if I have mint available, that's also tastes really good in here, and to add into that seltzer water. Okay, so go ahead and have that. Try it out. Let me know what you think. Is anyone making it? Tasty. Okay, so we also need to have something that goes along with that beverage. And we need to build a snack mix. So you were to get some dried fruits, okay? nut or seed, depending on what you like. Maybe you like a variety. So I got some walnuts because I like walnuts. And then an oat cereal. Okay, got some here. And you can really mix this up to do whatever it is you want it to be. And then I also grabbed some pretzels. All right, these are really great snacks to make in advance. I usually put them in little snack baggies, so they're grab and go. Okay, so let's go ahead and get out your dried fruit. So if you have some dried fruit, you can find some dried fruit that has no added sugar, parents, if you're out there. This one does have some added sugar, but a lot of the bulk section will have some that don't have added sugar. So when it comes to the dried fruit, I go with 1/4 cup. Okay, 1/4 cup is a really great start for dried fruit, and that's for one snack mix. So if you're making multiple, go ahead and put 1/4 cup of dried fruit into each snack mix. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and add in some pretzels. So pretzels are a little bit harder to measure out, obviously, to put into a measuring cup. But let's go ahead and add roughly, if you can, about 1/4 cup in there. You can break up those pretzels if you want them to be a little smaller. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and add in some walnuts. In my case, if you have seeds, go ahead and add those in. If you're doing a diverse, so say you're doing almonds and walnuts, so put your camera down. If you're going to do almonds and walnuts, go ahead and just measure out maybe a tablespoon or 2 of each and put them in. If you're just doing one nut or one seed, go ahead and do 1/4 cup. So 1/4 cup is a great portion size for seeds or nuts. Okay, so I add that in. And then I'm gonna go ahead, I have some oat cereal here. So these are Honey Nut Oats. And I am going to do 1/4 cup of those. So adding all these together, you have a pretty decent sized snack, and you can mix them all up. I'm gonna use my hands since I'm the one eating it. And then you have a nice little snack mix, okay? I love to do this and then put them into baggies, and I have grab and go snacks. Really easy to do. You can make it your own. I did wash my hands before I started, so don't worry about that. And make this your own. So if you like something else that's still going to give you a whole grain, so those Honey Nut Oats are going to be a whole grain. If you look at the ingredient list, it says whole grain oat flour. So we know this is going to provide us with some fiber. Okay. And then there you go. You got some snack mix. So what is a portion size of the mix I see from Stephanie? So this would be a portion size if we use 1/4 cup of nuts, 1/4 cup of dried fruit, 1/4 cup of the oat cereal, and then as much as you can get from 1/4 cup of pretzels. So that would be one portion. This is what we can eat in one sitting. Okay. And then I just pour them in here. Good to go. All right. What questions do we have? Did we have any, Melissa?
We had a lot of comments about how people were excited to try different versions of your tasty beverage.
Yeah, there's some really great versions out there. So it's really pretty tasty and honestly adds in lots of flavor. We get some really good variety of food and some fiber in the snack here too. So try it. We'd love to hear from all the different mixes that you've made. If you have tried something, Nick Usabel here in the class is going to send a follow-up email. So if you tried something and you like it, go ahead and send it back or send something to us and let us know what you thought. We just want to end it. If you want some more information on some health and wellness classes, follow us on Facebook at Food, Fitness, and Finances, on Instagram at UI Food, Fitness, and Finances, and also go to my website at uidaho.edu/extension/county/canyon/health nutrition. So it's definitely a mouthful, but hopefully you can find us there. And then there's my contact information. If you have any questions, I'm here to answer them. Thank you.